Hello everyone, my name is Jacqui Pretty, my company is Grammar Factory and we help entrepreneurs write awesome books. We've worked with about 100 entrepreneurs to help them take their knowledge out of their heads and put it onto paper in a way that will establish themselves as leaders in their fields. However, 2.5 years ago, things were very different. 2.5 years ago, I sat in the audience where you are today. I had just gotten my first freelance client who was paying me a few $100s on the side of my corporate job to write a page for her website. Now, even though I'd just gotten my first freelance client, I'd actually been trying to launch my business for months at this stage. I had set up a website, I was posting like crazy on Facebook and Twitter, I was creating a lot of free content and interviewing people, and essentially trying to do anything I could think of and hoping that something would work. So I came along to the Brand Accelerator, and as I sat in the audience and listened to the 5 Ps, this little voice in my head kept saying, "This makes sense. This is a system, and if I just follow the system, it'll work." So I signed up for the program, I followed the system, and today things are very different. Back then, I used to struggle to articulate my value, and that meant that not a lot of people wanted to work with me. Today, my pitch has an 80% close rate, even though I've almost tripled my rates since I started Grammar Factory. Back then, even though I was building a successful corporate career, I really struggled to translate that experience into credibility that would matter to my entrepreneurial clients. Today, I'm a published author. I just got the first copies of my book, Book Blueprint, How Any Entrepreneur Can Write an Awesome Book, on Wednesday, and there aren't words to describe the credibility that being a published author gives you, or the other opportunities it brings into your business. I've had a book for 3 days, and it has already brought in $15,000 of revenue. Back then, I did any work that I could find, and that meant I kept finding these little projects that weren't fulfilling and they didn't pay well, and they certainly weren't enough for me to leave my corporate job. Today, Grammar Factory has a very clear product hierarchy, and that means that first, my team and I only do the work we love, but from a client perspective, it means that our clients can get to know us at a very low risk through free content on our website, through my book, through doing one-on-one and group workshops, and then when they write a book, when they're ready for editing, which is our core business, often when they come to us, they're already sold. So while all of this sounds impressive, what have the actual results been? Well, back then, 2.5 years ago, I was a sole trader doing freelance jobs on the side of my corporate job and earning a couple of $100s a month. Today, Grammar Factory is my full-time gig. I have a small team. We turn over about $15,000 a month, and we're often booked out a couple of months in advance. Where my average client spend used to be about $300, today it's closer to $4,000. On a personal level though, I've always had a bit of a travel bug, and my dream was to be able to have a job where I could work from anywhere. And now that I have this business, that's a reality. I quit my corporate job at the end of 2013, and last year I spent 4 months traveling through Morocco, India and the Middle East, and I was able to run my business remotely. And next year, my fiance and I have plans to go to France for 6 months, which wouldn't be a possibility without this business. So all in all, this experience has been transformational. So thank you for listening to my story. Once again, my name's Jacqui Pretty, my company is Book Blueprint, and we help entrepreneurs write awesome books.